Add to wish list. Add to cart.
What?
Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Continue shopping. How many are in my cart? Let's look. Can we make it 10? 10. It won't let me make it. What the fuck? Can you let me buy one? It only let you buy one.
Oh, no, let you buy one at a time?
Item in cart. It won't let me add more than one. Maybe they only have one.
No.
Dookie doo.
No.
Duke, get it.
No,
get it, Duke.
They probably do that because they know people are going to, like, they know people know that that's a good deal, and they don't want someone just being like, I have $3,000, let me buy 10 of them.
That's too bad, man. I was gonna buy him out so Duke couldn't.
No, I just don't. No.
Here's the strap on your tinfoil hats because it's time for the Gay Frog Chat. We're here on a Gay Frog Sunday night with nothing to do and nothing to talk about really, besides our Model 10s, which were convincing Duke to buy one. But I was trying to get all of them in my cart and make sure that Duke couldn't, much like a shotgun in the past.
When you're on your cart, you can change the quantity. I just did it to 10, and then it's a $3,000 bill.
What?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it.
Ugh.
10. Fuck.
I mean, I'm trying to outlive the night. You imagine what my wife would do? She just saw that transaction. You think I get scared by just getting, going into the bathroom or going to the kitchen to grab something, and she's behind the counter? She would kill me.
Yeah, but if you bought 10 for $3,000, you could sell 9 for $4,500.
No, he could not.
Eventually, later on, when you have them for a while, and
when I'm living in my shopping cart, on the highway, trying to sell my last bits of remaining. Yeah, okay.
That's the same shit with the people who go to CMP and get a fucking M1 Garand for $600, have it for a week, and then decide to sell it.
They'll find out. No, you can't do that. That's illegal.
That's illegal, sir.
They will find out and they will blacklist you.
It's not illegal. They'll just blacklist you.
No, but I would
CMP.
I'd buy like 3, and that way you've got at least you've got some investment there. You know what I mean? So if you ever need some money or some cash later on,
save one for yourself,
you know what I mean?
or something.
I mean, this is an investment. I mean, I paid $300 for this, and after cleaning it up, I could easily get 5 or 6 for it. I mean, that's a thing I'm going to put in my safe, and that's just going to appreciate in value, like all the rest of my milsurps and stuff.
Dude, that's what I've been talking about, man. Like I have all of the whiz bang tactical, fucking. It has a point to it guns that I could possibly want. Like I can't think of one that I need besides maybe like a 308 bolt gun for hunting, which that would be one that I would buy. But other than that, I'm buying fucking milsurps, dude.
Yeah, buy shit that's going to go up in value.
Yep.
Because honestly, like whatever you buy a milsurp at when they're selling it at like JG Sales or wherever, that's like the going price when they have it in stock. As soon as they run out, the price goes up. And we've seen this before, like many times. Like look at the Finnish, what do they call them? The Mosins that Finns had. I forget what those are called.
Finnish Mosin.
Yeah, like those were what, like $600 if you bought them, or they were like $500 at Classic when they had them. Now you can't find those for less than $1,000, or Mosins in general, like when they were $100 or $50 or $200 even, like they're fucking like $400 now for a shit one.
Yeah. Right now, people are dropping pictures of Model 10s that they bought at Bud's in my Discord gun porn. Which means people are buying them.
I
wonder if anyone else got the Herschel, Georgia one or whatever.
What is it? It's Hoshton, Georgia.
Hoshton, Georgia. Because
they only had like 6 officers.
Well, from when these pistols right here that we're holding, you and I, Matt, these pistols, their city only had like 500 people, dude. Like how many cops do you need when there's a 500 person population?
Yeah, exactly. It is very rare that we both got guns from that small podunk fucking town in, yours was from the late 60s, 67, 68. Mine's from 79. So
I gotta kill all them dang old spiders. Have you seen the spiders that are there? That's why they had to arm everyone in town with Model 10s in the Great Spider War. So I'm just saying, homie.
Are you using spiders as a derogatory term for black people, Duke?
Oh,
is that what you're doing?
I was talking about spiders, like the 8-legged freaks, coming at you, with all them eyes.
Very, very underrated movie.
That's a very funny movie.
All the spiders and figs.
They're horrible.
Spider figs. Someone needs to make that a t-shirt.
Spider figs. Jesus Christ.
Spider fig does whatever a spider fig does.
They just straight up turned I make this channel in Discord because I have a couple of subscribers who like anime, and now they've just turned it into porn. It's just straight up porn.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's not even anime anymore. It's just real naked chicks.
Yep.
All the time. It's just fucking porn. That's all it is. Oh, okay.
I didn't hear about this. Did you guys hear about this?
What?
Doom Patrol said, what do you think of the mass spying scandal that happened with software from an Israeli company that compromised phone of many world leaders?
Hadn't heard about this.
It sounds about par for the course, though, to be honest.
I think that if you're a world leader, you should probably just not have a phone.
Yeah.
That's
but then they
probably
spy on
best.
grenades. They spy on the spies. Everyone's got spies. If you're not spying, then you're not doing your job as far as
they're microwaving people and shit.
Yeah, well, there's that. I think that's China, dude. That's got to be. Because who else would do that? I mean, maybe Russia. Certainly not Afghanistan. They don't have satellites with microwave technology.
Put people in microwaves?
Yeah, you haven't heard it? It was 200 people or something like that so far.
It's called the Havana syndrome because it happened to several people. The first places they saw it were U.S. officials who worked at the embassy in Cuba. They're calling it Havana syndrome, but it's been over 200 people around the world that are U.S. officials or the family of U.S. officials that are stationed at different places around the world. They're getting what essentially is what they think is some sort of microwave weapon is being used on them, and it fucks with their head and it gives them permanent symptoms. And it's you're using they don't know what they say they don't know what it is. They might. I have no idea. They say they don't know what it is or who's doing it, but they're sure it's not natural, that it is some sort of microwave weapon. So they're hitting people with microwaves and it's fucking them up.
That's terrifying.
So
truly terrifying.
That's really messed up.
So
that's have you ever heard the old story about the first Gulf War where there were thousands and thousands of Iraqis just giving up without a fight, which I can believe. But they were quoted in saying that they were told by Allah to surrender.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there was a U.S. troops that's a weapon we have. It's called the voice of God. And it penetrated their head or something, and they heard an audible voice. I'd never heard that story before. You guys heard that?
Yep. Yeah. That is a U.S. program that they had that would project. Yeah, exactly like you're saying. They would hear the voice of Allah, and Allah would tell them to lay down their weapons and surrender. And so they would get out of the tank. And when we were seeing it on TV here at the time, they were like, oh, look how scared they are. They're surrendering to a drone. Oh, that makes sense. I'd surrender to a drone too, because the next thing is you're about to die if you don't surrender. Yeah, that makes sense. But I think some of them wouldn't, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is a backward world, peasant army. They don't know what a drone is, especially then.
Well, especially a little tiny drone flying 30,000 feet in the air. It's just got fucking telemetry on them. They don't even know it's fucking there half the time.
Yeah.
That being said, think about how many drones and surveillance technologies, speaking of which, are being used right now in our country against us. I mean, let's not forget who Biden has been targeting in spite of the rising crime wave that's going across the country right now. Who is he blaming as the number one security threat to the United States? Oh, that'd be you and I, this chat,
white people
here. Well, not just white people who believe in freedom, libertarianism, firearms, First Amendment, Second Amendment, that kind of thing. If you're a constitutionalist, doesn't matter if you're white or black or whatever, you have the wrong idea in your head and you're the fucking enemy.
Yep. Well, like what we were talking about last night, now they've got to a level that's worse than before, because before it was cancel culture and societal pressure and going after people's advertisements and things like that. And it was groups like what's that that one group that goes around and fucks with, like, they fuck with Bill O'Reilly's advertisements and what's the name of them? They were created specifically to I think their first target was Glenn Beck back as when he first started on Fox in like 2008.
Fuck.
What? Fuck. Anyway, that's all they do is they go around and go after people's advertisements. Well, they've gone from doing that to now it's just straight up the government is telling Facebook what to do. And Facebook is doing it. Facebook just got rid of, we talked about this last night, that Sanctuary City pro-gun group on Facebook that had like 100,000 members for Michigan. And apparently, Duke, maybe you know about this, they have like, what is it, like half the counties in Michigan are calling themselves sanctuary counties, and they're pushing for this. Then they're pushing for a sanctuary state.
Yeah, Michigan open carry.
Yeah, so their Facebook page got taken down because it was considered, what do they call it? We do not allow militant. They have there was a term for it. It was like militant.
Speech or discourse or something.
Well, they call it like a militant suppression organization or something like that, and that was what that organization is considered by Facebook, is a militant organization. So they shut them down, and they don't have a website. That was how they communicated with all their members.
I forget who said it, but it goes something, and I'll paraphrase it. Rights denied to one of us is rights denied to all of us. And it was something like if you take away one man's freedom, you might as well take away all of our freedom. And when it comes to the justice system, it's better that one guilty man, or what is it, 99 guilty men go free than one innocent man be imprisoned. And that is not the system that we have now. That is not the ideology driving the fucking laws that are being written right now. And we're sitting here like, hey, we want freedom, and they're saying terrorist, you, and you're getting warnings on your Facebook page about like potentially radicalizing content that you may have been exposed to, and hey, would you like to talk to a counselor about that? And I honestly think if you haven't gotten that message, you are the radical content.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that message.
You know, because I haven't either. Then again, I don't go on Facebook anymore. I fucking barely even use it.
No, I'm still on Facebook a lot.
Just everybody that I'm friends with, or not everybody, but there's a significant number of people that I'm friends with in Colorado who are like lefty fucking nutso crazy people who have just gone, like, when we were friends, it was like, yeah, we can agree on these things and we can, you know, not agree to disagree on that and still be friends. It's cool. Now it's like, Nazi!
Well, here's what we have on Twitter. So you go to what the FBI posted, right? The FBI posted, family members and peers are often best positioned to witness signs of mobilization and violence. Help prevent homegrown violent extremism. Visit, and it gives a link, right? In the link, when you click on it, it takes you to risk factors. What is stated in a risk factor? The possession of, access to, or familiarity with weapons or explosives. That's a risk factor. So if you know how to use your weapon, that's a risk factor. You're on the list.
Oh, everybody, by the way, I'm doing some gunsmithing.
Oh no.
Oh,
you want to talk about terrorism? A gun terrorist.
But look, it's not bad. I'm just redoing wood. It's fine.
Stop terrorizing those poor firearms.
Look, all the cartouches and numbers and the shit, you can still see them just fine.
Cartouches. They're fucking Stargate.
I don't know. There's little fucking marks and shit on. Look, I got little like half moon weird things that I didn't do that I actually tried to get out, but I couldn't. So.
It's just called sandpaper, dude. It's not that difficult.
Well, the thing is, it had so much fucking like cosmoline oil soaked into the like outer layer of wood that
You'll go through a lot of.
I went through a lot of dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so I only bought like 2 little square pads that have like it's like a finishing kit, right? Like you've got like 120, 240, 360, 480 or whatever, right? So you can like go up and grit till it's like super fine. Well, I had to wash that shit out in the sink to get all the fucking crap off of it like 7 times because I didn't buy any more sandpaper. I didn't think about it, honestly. I should have. Oh well.
What you could have done beforehand, what would have helped, is if you buy next time, you decide to do this. Let's give Honda tips so that he can slowly start to learn how to gunsmith without fucking shit up. Go buy yourself a bottle of Simple Green in the cleaning aisle at your grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Spray the stock down with that and wipe it. Let it dry. Spray the stock again, wipe it, let it dry. Simple Green removes cosmoline. It'll get into the outer layers, the surface of the wood, and it'll clean the cosmoline out. That's what I always do before I start sanding on it. And then you just make sure it's completely dry before you start sanding on it.
I used Dawn when I cleaned it. So like Dawn in hot water and soap, and then like a scrub brush. But it was just soaked into the wood. Like the Dawn couldn't get to it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they basically. I feel like they just take those before they put them in a crate, and they have a big bathtub full of cosmoline, and they just go dunk, and then they just put it in the fucking crate.
Oh, 100%. They have to.
No, what they do is they open up the magazine under the grease and then close the bolt under the grease too, and then close the magazine and then you put it on the rack.
Yeah.
So it's got it all up inside of it. It's terrible. Colostomy Bag says, "I am civilly forfeiting these assets." What, your $1.99? That's funny. I like the Morty. I wonder which Morty that is. FBI Morty. That's what it looks like.
Is that evil Morty?
Dude, what do you think about that? The theory or whatever that this is the story of evil Morty and how he came to power.
Yeah. Did we talk about that last week, or did we talk? I think we talked about that in a private chat. That wasn't a public chat, right?
But I was thinking about it, and it kind of makes sense. Like, has Rick ever used a dimensional portal in this entire season?
This season, no.
Not once.
And they're all acting different. They're not acting like themselves. Rick falling in love, we know he does. He's never done that. He's actively against it. Morty is unusually immature and overly aggressive this season.
Plus, he had a girlfriend that went psycho, and he like had to leave her and cry and shit. And like, he's never had a girlfriend. He's never gotten laid before.
Well, technically, he has. Technically, last season there was that one where he lived that whole other life. Remember, because he had that thing that could send him back
as Roy or whatever it was.
Well, no, he had that thing. He could go back. He could mark a spot, and then he could live something.
Yeah,
and then he could
remote.
Remote.
That one.
And then he could
and
rewind
then Jerry,
it.
like change the channel with it.
Yeah. And he went through all that shit to stay with that girl because remember they got in the plane crash together and they fell in love and all this shit and they got rescued and they got saved and years go by and then his dad just fucking what's this and thought it was a TV remote and sent him right back to right before he met her. It was great. So technically he has.
And then he instantly fucks it up with her.
Yeah. Or I think he chooses not to, right? The second time around.
No, like when his dad sends him back, he's like, "Oh my god, I fucking found you. We could get together."
Oh, that's
like, get away from me!
Yeah.
Fucking psycho.
Anyway, yeah, I think this season is just we're seeing evil Morty's origin story.
Doom Patrol says his screen pick is from Rick and Morty rap video made by Adult Swim. I didn't know. I don't think I've seen that.
Is that Swifty? Is that the Swifty rap video? Remember that?
Did they actually make a video to go with that, though?
Get Swifty.
I wonder if that's what it is. I don't know. That's funny.
It might be. I don't know. That's the only thing you say video. I'm like, that's the only thing I remember them singing. That was a big deal for that season.
Dick goes in and says, if you can fit the stock in a dishwasher, it does a fantastic job.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I think it's too long.
You'd have to like fit it. You'd have to take like the top rack out and then like get it in there.
Then angle it
candid
in.
corner,
Yeah.
But you could probably do it.
Yeah, you could do it. I'm not gonna do it, but you could.
Yeah.
That's like how you clean your fucking gun when it comes full of cosmoline to begin with. You just fucking take it apart a little bit and put everything in the dishwasher, and then come back in an hour, and you're like, okay, click, click, we're good.
And then immediately oil the shit out of it to prevent the surface rust that is already created.
No, you just do the heated dry, Matt. It's got heated dry in my dishwasher.
I still wouldn't trust that. Especially on older guns that are full of cosmoline. Those things are so prone to rusting anyway because their finish is shit.
It's true. Oh, shit. What's up, Leo?
What up?
Sissy Dream says, how much does a very good quality SKS currently cost to buy?
$700 to $800.
Depends, because it also depends on where it's made. Because like you can have a really good quality Chinese one is going to be cheaper than a really good quality Russian.
Yeah, Russians are probably. We looked this up the other day, like $1,200, $1,300, something like that, maybe more.
Yeah, they're like.
And then your Yugos are probably going to be around $800. A good Chinese, probably $600 to $700. So yeah, they're going up significantly in price.
I got mine for $450 because I don't think that they would be any cheaper than that at any point.
No,
I wouldn't say it was in good condition when it came to me, but it wasn't bad. Like the stock was intact. It had all the parts. Like it took a lot of cleaning just to get it to the point where it's at now. And I'm refinishing the stock and bluing it, and so it's like a project. But that's kind of fun, I think.
I think that you're going to have a harder time. You could possibly have a harder time reselling them at a extremely high value in the current market because someone who's going to spend $700, $800, or $900 is just going to go for an AR platform. If they're not like an SKS person, but if they're looking for that elite SKS, then they're going to pay the price.
Yeah.
So I think that's something to be said. It's not like when they were $300 and you know what I mean, and ARs were like $8 and $9. You know what I mean? That's kind of that portion's done for right now. So I don't know.
And ARs are like I can go to Palmetto right now and buy a complete upper for. They had one I was looking earlier today, or a complete lower for $119 and a complete upper for $250.
Yep, we are going to go. I did not think we were going to be in this position. I did not think that we were going to go back to old AR prices, and we are.
Yeah.
If you're trying to sell an AR, you're going to get nothing for it.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing about ARs and why that is, I think, though.
Well,
because every company out there that makes guns, not every company, but a lot of companies popped up out of the ground or switched over to making AR-15s, right? And in the last time around, 2012, when all that shit happened, there weren't as many companies that did it, so it took them a lot longer to like finally catch up. And then by the time they did, all of these companies were here. And then this happened, and I think they'd all ramped down their fucking production beforehand because, you know, like the market had kind of been saturated and it wasn't really profitable to sell AR-15s. And then you started seeing a lot of these companies going under. Well, now they produce the fuck out of them because they've all got CNC machines and they've got all the shops set up and they didn't have any downtime in between like, hey, we can make money doing this and pressing the button to make money, right? Last time they had to like set up shops and do stuff. It took a long time. The difference now is ammunition. Ammunition. They never fucking really ramped up ammunition production, did they? I mean, a little bit. But there's only so many places that produce components. There's only so many places that, like, you know, are licensed to put them together and ship them out. And they only have so many facilities that they run. So, yeah, like, ammo's going to be the thing that's going to be short for a long time. I don't think ammo's ever going back to before prices because I don't think it will be normal for long enough for ammunition suppliers to catch up with the market to make those prices return. Let alone fucking you consider inflation and things like that are happening on top of it all, you know? So, yay, ammo. You got a good name there, man.
I know.
You're like
My name predicted it.
You should have named yourself Never Enough Bitcoin. You would have been really pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, especially since Biden want to ban 9mm ammo now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stuff
what? I
like
didn't hear
that.
this. What happened?
Yeah, he said something to like I think he was referring to rifle ammo and pistol ammo. Something not or like the guns need to be like the 9mm guns need to be banned or something. It was something like that. I can't remember.
Because it's the caliber. That's what's doing it. 9mm is so deadly compared to like anything else that.
He only said that because at the moment that's the only fucking caliber he knows. It's not. Buy a shotgun, and two blasts into the air.
You just take the shotgun and you just like shoot it up in the air twice. Boom, boom.
Where am I
And the bad guys like what was I saying? Oh yeah, the bad guys go running.
And someone in the comments said like he wants to ban handguns. Period.
Oh, he'd love to.
Yeah.
He'd fucking love to. You know he would if he could.
I don't
So
think
you got that. Then you got the Delta variant. So like ammo's still going to be scarce.
Well, they're doing another round of shutdowns now, aren't they? They just shut down fucking Los Angeles and California, right?
Yeah.
Did they shut down Washington too?
I don't remember.
What was
I don't
Yankee
know.
talking about? He got quarantined, so he couldn't get food or whatever.
Oh, he said they were exposed to somebody who had COVID, so now they're
okay.
quarantined.
Well, hopefully Yankee got the vaccine there. Hey,
He did.
he did.
Yeah, he got vaccinated. His whole family did.
I was gonna say he seems like the type that probably did already.
Look at it, it's so beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah, let's look.
Look at that.
Oh, gotta get rid of this.
Ooh.
So pretty.
Ooh, there's still that spot under your cylinder. I can see it.
Oh, that's just because I darkened the shit. I can darken that up anytime, but because I darkened the spot that I was working on so much that now it's darker than the little piece that was right in front of it. Because I was focusing on that one spot. I'm like, I'm gonna get rid of this motherfucker.
Yeah, because mine it has that same layer. Let me take the grips off, and I'll show you. It'll be easier to see. Hey, you remember this?
Don't trigger angry.
No, I'm fine. Remember what?
He's
I'm not
showing you
Oh, the drill.
drill.
Yes, I do remember the drill.
There we go. So yeah, you can totally see mine's got like a whole patch right there that I fucking polished the shit out of it, blued it 4 times on that spot just to get it this good.
I probably did this one a total of 8 to get it to where it's at.
Like the other side's good, man. Like the other side of my gun looks perfect. I mean, not perfect, but you're not really going to get it much better, you know? Like the barrel, all good. Both sides. I did the barrel like 5 times, I think, to get it that good. But that spot right there, I did it 4 solid times before I was like, nah, never mind.
So he's probably a left-handed shooter then.
Now I got to do it again.
No,
it's outside.
Yeah, because he would. That's the area that would have been
Exposed
when it's in the holster,
Okay.
which is why it's like that. Because it means he was a right-handed shooter, and that's the side that was exposed right there at the top of the.
It wouldn't be the
hole.
side that rubbed the most, do you think?
No. Because what would rub the most is the grip in the cylinder. The frame wouldn't rub. So they were probably had a holster that was like this, that covered the trigger guard, and so all this was exposed to the elements when they're doing whatever they're doing. So that's why that side got messed up.
Okay.
So. Because if it was going to be rubbing, it would there'd be more wear on the cylinder and on like the cylinder release and the things that stick out on this side. So it was probably nice and secure.
Are there any good movies that have had the Model 10 in them?
Oh, I'm sure tons. I'm sure there's been a Model 10, and I bet you if we went to IMFDB right now and typed in Smith & Wesson Model 10, it would show up in like hundreds of movies.
Here, let's do that. That's a great idea. IMFDB.
Walking Dead. Hit her. What do you think?
Oh,
Walking
there's
Dead.
definitely
Oh,
been
sure.
Model 10s.
Search Model 10. Smith & Wesson Model 10.
Yeah, they get Model 10 and Model 10 snub nose.
Ah!
Yeah, that's fucking loud. That's that commercial. They got me too.
I hate how fucking
All right,
IMFDB
all right,
does
all
Oh
that now.
yeah. Fuck yes. Tons of guns.
So we got-
tons of movies.
Tarzan of the Apes, 1918. The Death Ray, 1925. King
You want to
Kong.
screen share? Or you just
Sure. That would be
I
smart.
mean-
That would be the internet host
be the polite thing to
show
do?
thing to do. Here, I gotta get closer too. Okay, there we go. Now you can see it. So we got Tarzan of the Apes, The Death Ray, King Kong, Dude, these are all old as fuck. I'm gonna skip like
Dillinger, Titanic, It's a Wonderful Life.
Titanic, Lady in the Lake, Desert Fury, Trapped, White Heat, whatever that is, Gun Crazy, Appointment with Danger, His Kind of Woman, The Enforcer, King Kong Again. This is a King Kong killer. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms Under the Sea. Holy fuck, dude.
You're still in like the 1950s.
Yeah. Let's skip to like 1980. 81. Enter the Ninja, The Goat, Fighting Back, Death Wish 2, The Final Option, Dark Sun, Silent Rage, The Shock, War Games,
War
Under
Game.
Fire,
Lone Wolf McQuaid. Yes.
Uncommon Valor, Psycho 2, High Road to China, Trading Places. There you go, 1983, Trading Places. Blue Thunder, The
Beverly Hills
Inheritors, Beverly Hill Cop,
Police Academy.
Look, it says for police academy, it just says police officers. So they all carried Model 10s.
Purple Rain, Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, Once Upon a Time in America. This is an Indiana Jones gun, isn't it? What did he carry?
And one of them, I know he carried a Webley.
I don't
think he
remember
might have
him ever
carried
carrying a Model 10. Maybe he did. The Temple of Doom is the one I've watched and paid attention to the least because it's my least favorite.
That's what I'm
So-
thinking. He might have in Temple of Doom.
I bet it's the one that Nohaji had when he was at the table, and they
Maybe.
pull a pistol out on him. You know what I'm talking about from
Yeah.
like a coat. I bet that's the Model 10.
That might be. Yeah, no.
So there's not a lot of guns in that. Like, I mean, there's guns in it, but like only the beginning and the end. You know,
Which gun did he shoot the sword wielding dude with?
That was the Webley, right?
that was the
Yeah.
first one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't recognize
dude,
a lot
though.
of these movies. The Sicilian?
Oh, Firewalker's a good movie. I like that movie. It's a Chuck Norris, Louis Gossett Jr. movie. It's fun. It's kind of like them on an adventure. They're almost kind of like a modern day Indiana Jones types looking for treasure and shit. It's actually a pretty good movie.
Dragnet,
Untouchables, of course.
Man on Fire, The Blue Iguana, Child's Play, Bulletproof, Blue Steel, Misery. Oh, this is from your favorite movie, Duke.
Need to be hobbled.
no.
Wasn't it you talking about that movie one day? Like how terrible that would be? I forget who that was.
I don't know. I hate that movie, and I can't watch that scene. I can't watch any of that. Because that's James Caan, baby. That's the dude from The Godfather just messing people up. Just giving Carlo the business in the street. And I got to watch this happen? No. No. I don't like torture stuff. I draw the line. Like, I'll fast forward. Like, I can barely take RoboCop at that scene. I can barely. And I like the rest of the movie. I just can't take the whole hand thing. And that stuff I can't take. I got to fast forward.
So like Hostel.
I'm not into that one bit. I heard about what that was about. Ain't watching that.
You
homie.
haven't seen Hostel? Oh, we've got
No.
to let him watch.
I've never watched.
Oh, the
Yeah, Hostel
eyeball.
was
Remember,
good.
remember the eyeball?
Yep.
When
Yeah.
he has
Oh,
the
that was
eyeball?
terrible.
The Asian chick.
Dude, the worst part is where the guy gets his fucking Achilles tendons cut,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Get up, you can leave," and then he tries to stand up. Oh my god.
Oh, he has to cut her eyeball out because it's hanging off on her cheek. It's like, hey, they had pulled it out and it's hanging by the stalk, and so to help her, he's trying to get her out, so he takes scissors and cuts it off, so she can it's like hanging, looking down on her cheek.
Oh,
And then they get to the train station, and he's like, "Okay, we're safe," and she just jumps in front of the train because she's
Jumps
like,
right
"Fuck
in
this
there.
shit."
Uh,
Dude, that's a great movie. I
never.
mean, I wouldn't say it's great. It's
a fucked up movie, is what it is. Okay, it's a very, very fucked up movie.
All right, what else we got? In the Line of Duty 5,
There was
Problem Child, 1990. Wasn't that what's his name?
Fuck me, yes.
God, I
Dude
can't
from Three's Company, John Ritter.
Wild at Heart, Night of the Living Dead, 1990.
Oh, that's that redo with Tony Todd, the remake, which I've heard is
yeah.
pretty good. I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Tom,
Yep.
Tom Savini redid it, and it's really good.
The one where Barbara's not a whining piece of shit the entire movie.
In the Line of Duty 7, Seawolf. What the fuck is In the Line of Duty?
Well, look at the names. It's obviously some foreign film.
Oh, okay. Touche. I didn't look at the...
I like how
Silence of the Lambs.
6 is after 7
That's true,
That's-
too.
for some reason.
That makes sense.
They filmed 7 first.
It, like, literally in no way that makes sense. But it's okay. Silence of the Lambs. The Bodyguard. And I...
Ooh, Hard Boiled. That's a great movie.
Hard. Oh, yes.
Thunder Heat.
The last 45 minutes of that movie is a shootout.
I
Yeah.
want to say I've
shit.
seen Hard Boiled, but I don't remember it.
Okay, is this an American film? Police Story 3.
Yeah, it's Jackie Chan.
Super
Yep.
Cop.
Police Stories are all the Super Cop is fucking great. I love that movie. It's a fucking great movie.
Groundhog Day. Police officer.
I'm telling you, these guns, they were the go-to cop gun.
Go away. Rage and Honor. Shawshank Redemption. They had a snub nose Model 10. Leprechaun 3. Nick of Time. 12 Monkeys. The Usual Suspects. Dead Presidents. Casino. Dude, that's a good fucking run right there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Jerky Boys. Vampire in Brooklyn. Fear. Eye for an Eye, Ransom, Lone Star, Mulholland Falls. What's Mulholland Falls? I remember that one. Nick Nolte.
It's like a 2000, like a 1920s or 1930s LA noir fucking detective story or whatever. I've seen it once. It was a long time ago.
The Quest. I love that movie.
That's the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme, right?
Jean-Claude. I've watched that like 100 times. I don't know why. It's just one of those movies that would always come on. You're like, well, might as well watch this again.
I will not be surprised if I see Heat in here.
Original Gangsters, The Postman, Boogie Nights, The Devil Zone, Dance with the Devil, Fierce Creatures, Eyes of the Spider, Jackie Brown. Wasn't Jackie Brown with Samuel L. Jackson? That's cool. One Tough Cop, Red Ball.
Jackie Brown. That's the one where Samuel Jackson goes, AK-47. When you absolutely positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room.
Yep.
Except no
No
substitutions.
substitute.
That's a good movie. I like that one.
Eight Mile.
Cheddar Bob.
Yeah, I think that is the
remember
one that
that.
Cheddar Bob shoots
Yeah,
himself
when he
with.
shot himself in the leg.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
That's hilarious.
Road to Perdition.
Die another day.
day.
Darkness Falls. Dude, everyone had one in Darkness Falls. Look at that. The Big Empty. Belly of the Beast. PTU. Hell's Gate. Agatha Christie Patriot. The Hollow.
Sure.
I don't know what that means. The Lost City. Divergent. Saw 2. Catch a Fire. Rapid Fire. Exiled. Saw 3. A few days in September. The Visitation. What's that one?
I don't know. It sounds like something that
Alien.
Duke would like.
Yeah.
Nope.
The Golden Compass.
Wait, the Golden Compass, but nobody had it? What?
Yeah,
Was
that's
it?
weird. It was just
Sitting there.
It was
Or no, it was just sitting on a desk somewhere in a shot.
Invisible Target. We Own the Night. Max Payne.
I think I liked that movie. Was it
The
any
Road.
good?
The
Well,
road.
Max Payne.
Oh, that was his gun in the road, the one he only had
Yeah.
so many bullets in. Yeah.
The man.
This is the gun from the road, Duke. I think
The
you
most depressing fucking movie
Nope.
I've ever
bad.
seen in my life.
Dude, when they open up that cellar and all them legless people come out, oh my gosh, and they're all
Dude,
so
I watched that movie one time. I will never watch it again. That
Yeah,
was
but it was so
depressing as
good.
fuck. I'm like, the real world is bad enough. I don't need to make shit worse. Like,
and the mom just left him.
yeah.
That was horrible. That was the absolute worst movie I've ever seen. Oh gosh.
was in
No.
The Watchmen. Shutter Island.
That's a good movie. I like
But
that.
basically every cop.
Yeah, every
that
cop
carried a revolver.
ever.
So here's my question. What did the security guys carry at the mall in Dawn of the Dead remake?
I know the head security guy had.
A Glock 21, but that's after they raided everything.
No. That was after they raided. The beginning off, the head security guy had some sort of 357, and the other two had 38s.
Because it's not on here though. I thought it'd be on here.
I think they were Tauruses. That's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like if you go Dawn of the Dead, IMFDB, I'm pretty sure they're Tauruses.
Well, let me see.
Well, let's see.
What the fuck is Karate Kill? Is that a movie from 2016 that I missed?
Yeah, it's one of those
Apparently.
Walmart movies that come out. Because like Walmart or somebody comes out with a movie that's named the same thing as the movie, as another movie. You know what I'm talking about? They'll do like, so when War of the Worlds came out, they had a B movie that was called like War of the Worlds, spelled with a Z, and so people would buy it and watch it, and there's a whole thing about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, when you come up
Yeah.
with cheap versions of
Yeah.
Try to get
sci-fi
people to
channels
be
do that
like-
shit all the time.
What did they
That's why,
carry,
like,
Matt?
Well, yeah, it's because like
I'm
grandparents
looking,
and shit all the
so
time
we've
would be
got,
like,
as I'm scrolling down, we've got multiple different Berettas. There's a Glock. There's an HK. 1911A1, P229, a Star Model B at one point. Okay, Smith & Wesson Model 27,
oh, okay.
one. And then a Smith & Wesson Model 13.
Okay.
And then a Model 66 snub nose. That's later on in the movie. That's towards the end. And yeah,
What kind of shotgun did Big Rames have?
let me see.
That was a Mossberg?
870 Police Magnum.
Or no, it wasn't 870.
Uh-huh.
And
All right, I've been polishing it. Look how much I got off. Now I'm gonna reblue it again.
well, there you go.
I'm gonna get it darker this time.
Just remember, make sure you alcohol it to get the surface completely clean before you
Yes.
blue.
Yes, Dad.
I'm trying to help you, sir. Okay.
I'm just doing that one spot, so it shouldn't be as bad. I'm doing the whole fucking gun. You know what I mean?
Just use a Q-tip. That's what I've been doing. Oh wait, you're not married. You don't have Q-tips in your house, do you?
I have Q-tips. I have
Oh, okay.
ears.
All right. If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't have Q-tips.
Dude, I get hella wax buildup if I don't use them. I don't know why. I have waxy ears. I need Q-tips. All right, let me go grab a Q-tip. I'll be right back.
What's your favorite gun from that movie? From
Which
Dawn
one?
of the Dead remake. What's your favorite gun in it?
I don't know. I kind of.
I like that scene where the dude, the gun store owner guy, is sitting on the roof,
Yeah.
and they're like Dolly Parton or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell shoots her right in the
Burt Reynolds.
head.
All right, I need.
I really like that. I really like the Beretta.
Yeah. I think Casey's Glock 21, though. It's only got a 10-round mag, but I still like it.
Trying to think what else. I'm going through what else was used in that movie.
I'm gonna get this thing all the way blue, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, like better than Matt's.
That's all you care about.
That's all I care about.
That's what it boils down to.
So you just leave it on there for a minute?
Yeah.
Now it's on there, and it's all I don't know. You can't leave it on there. Leave it on there.
I left mine on there for a good 5 minutes, and then it starts getting kind of a white, foggy touch to it on the outside.
I was just thinking, in actual real world, would the M4 1A pulse rifle would be actually practical to for military?
Wait, what do you mean?
The pulse rifle for aliens, would it actually be practical, in the real world?
You talking about the gun they use in Aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of environment. They were close quarters. I mean, that's what they were kind of mostly engaging in, right? Was close quarters areas. So if it's rapid fire, something like that, you're not going to need a rifle, you know.
I mean, it looks cool, but it just looked big and bulky. I mean, it's still my favorite gun, but I was just looking at it earlier, and it's just bulky.
Yeah,
it looks real heavy. Some shit.
All right, hold on. Let's look at it. There.
Better. Now you have steel wool to buff it. Actually, don't buff it yet. Wait to buff it. Let it really soak in before you buff it, because that can take it off. So just leave it alone for a little while. Don't put oil or anything on it.
Oh, I already put oil on it and wiped it off.
Oh, motherfucker.
I'm just doing it again. I'm doing it 5 times in a row.
Hey, man. All right.
I just want to win. I want to win against never enough ammo at something.
It's patience.
Your patience. I don't have patience.
Matt, are you drinking out of a pink cup?
No, but it looks pink on camera. It's like a reddish orange.
but
it looks
straight up
fucking
pink, dog.
I don't give a shit.
That's a pink cup.
It's salmon.
It's salmon.
That is straight up pink.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Keep on buffing. Keep on buffing.
Hunter's just going to start bluing all his guns. Everything gets blued.
You get blued, and you get blued, and you get blued.
Blew a Glock.
Why not?
I mean, you could if it finishes toast on it.
Enough steel wool and elbow grease, you can blue anything. Ain't that right, Matt?
You're damn right it is. I tell you what, son.
Oh yeah, I just buffed out half of that finish I just put on there.
I told you.
After you finish bluing it, just dip it in some.
You want that stuff to set before you start buffing it with that steel wool. Because you got to remember, it's already got some bluing on it. It's already in the surface of the metal, so it's going to take longer the second time you do it. More coats you put on, the longer it takes for those coats to set.
All right, we're doing it one more time. One more time for the homies.
After you blue it, then dip it in some sparkles.
Razzle,
Put some
razzle.
glitter all over it.
So have you ordered yours yet, Duke?
I'm debating whether I'm going to order 1 or 3 or 4. So I think I'm in it for 4.
If you do more, you got a better chance of you get to pick which one is the nicest one that you can like really make your own. You know what I mean?
It's just if I clean these up, there's no way I can't make at least $150 to $200 on each gun. There's no way.
Oh yeah.
You can't sell this gun all day long for $500. All day long. There's no way you can't.
Yep. And you got all the stuff to do bluing and all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
See, there you go. Don't even have to spend any money. I had to go buy True Oil because I was out, but other than that, I still have everything. Got my old Super Blue and got all my stuff and.
All right.
Even then, like super blue and stuff's really not expensive.
Yeah, no, I mean you can buy a bottle of this for like $6. So
yeah,
let it sit for a minute now.
Like freaking, literally everything you need to finish those guns and like clean them up is sold at Walmart.
Yeah,
Literally, that's where I bought everything to clean up my gun. Was Walmart.
I mean that's like $600 or $800.
What happens if you put bluing on aluminum?
you don't.
Man, they want $700 for a toy pulse rifle.
Fuck? Better be a real rifle for that much money.
Right.
No
Yeah.
shit. That's because of cosplayers and shit.
Yep, and it says cosplay right here.
Yep.
$725 on Etsy.
Nah. Archon Ray Bain says, which is worse, sprinkles, sequins, or glitter? So I'm going to say glitter because it literally, you can't get rid of it. I can give a shit about sequins. Sprinkles, I can fucking just avoid them. But, like, glitters, like, you ever seen some of those people get the glitter bombs and shit in the mail?
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Fuck, no. No.
I mean, you get, like, what's that shit, like, slime? You know, like Nickelodeon slime from back in the day? That picks up glitter like nobody's business.
They use it in car details, right?
They use a version of it. They use a slightly thicker version of it, but yeah. And you can rinse it off. Even
the stuff that they use in detailing and shit, like the slightly thicker shit, you can make that yourself. Like it's just Elmer's glue. I want to say it's like borax or something, and then
saline solution.
Yeah, saline solution.
I'm not happy with it.
Why?
Because it's not good enough yet.
Well, keep trying. You're not going to fuck it up, okay? You can't. You just keep putting it on there and let it set. First of all, you're scrubbing it too quick. You let it set for like 2 minutes. I said leave it for at least like 5 minutes. And then wait to buff it. And buff it very lightly. Don't scrub it. And you buff it. We don't wipe it off when you're done. Don't wipe so here's the process. You've cleaned it off with alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You put the stuff on there with the Q-tip, cover the whole spot, and then put it down. Don't wipe off the excess. Let it soak.
Right.
Okay. Then after about 5 minutes or so, look at it, touch it with the Q-tip. See, some of the black will rub off, and then you very lightly start buffing with the steel wool, very, very lightly. Then you see where it's at. Then you spray some oil on it to stop the process. Then you leave it sitting for 5 minutes. Then you do all that over again. Spray it with more alcohol. Put it on again.
All right. Lightly buffed.
Gunsmithing tips with Honda.
Let it sit. Letting it sit, Matt.
Let it sit.
I'm doing what you're telling me. If it's fucked up, I'm going to blame you. Like, it wasn't bad, then I thought it wasn't good enough, and Matt told me to do this, and now it's even worse. He sabotaged me.
I'm telling you to do exactly what I did. So, same thing.
Glitter is literally referred to as herpes of the crafting world because you can't get rid of it.
Yep.
Just read that.
It is the herpes of the crafting world.
Ugh.
Once you have it,
At my
it's yours
work,
forever.
They don't allow people to bring in glitter.
I understand why.
Honda, you really want to piss Matt off? Throw a layer of bluing down and then roll your gun in glitter.
I just want to send Matt a package, be like, dude, I sent you this awesome thing, man. It's going to be awesome when you get it. You don't even know how cool it's going to be. Just wait for it. And when you get the package, I want you to open it up on camera so we can see how surprised you're going to be by how cool this thing is. And it's going to be one of those, motorized glitter bombs that goes when you open the box.
I'm going to take my camera outside in the grass. And I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to put a knife on the end of a stick, and I'm going to reach over and be like, open it like that.
Now, I'm going to send 3 things to you, right? And all 3 of them are going to be awesome and cool. And so when I send you the 4th thing, you're not even going to question it. You just be like, oh, Honda's so nice. Look at this.
Uh-huh.
You have to do it a year later so he won't remember.
Matt's going to open up all of his packages like the bomb squad. So what's going on, chat? Everybody out there doing good? If you want to ask some questions, throw some questions at me right now because I really came unprepared to class tonight. I didn't have my pen. I forgot my backpack. My dog ate my homework.
Did I just hear snoring?
Dookie?
Yeah, what's up?
Yep.
What's up, baby? I know what you're talking about. Been up the whole time.
You ever heard of The Boy Who Cries Wolf?
And today was your day off, too.
Well, I was up.
Okay, has it been long enough with the oil sitting on it?
Why'd you put oil on it?
You told me what to. That's the step that I'm on.
Oh, you're on the oiling step. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been sitting there for
I thought
a
you were
couple
on
minutes.
I thought you were on the bluing step.
No, we wiped that off and buffed it lightly, then waited a minute with the oil on it, right?
Yeah. Just
And now
let
the
it sit for a few
alcohol-
minutes. About 5. It hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Okay, so just leave it with the oil on there. Call patience. Just be patient. Okay, it doesn't have to be done immediately. Just chillax.
Give it time. Give it time.
This is almost ready for the next step.
Honda, they want you to send the glitter bomb to Yankee.
Oh, that'd be meta. That'd be forever banned. That would be nice, though. I don't know Yankee's fucking address to send him anything. Does he even give us a mailing address out?
I thought he gives
think
a
he's got
post office box.
PO box, yeah.
I wonder how often, because they've got anti-bomb detector type shit when you mail stuff that they scan stuff, and how closely a glitter bomb machine thing that spins something up and sends glitter everywhere looks like.
No, it detects powder and stuff like that. It doesn't detect because that's just a fucking basic little machine, and that shit people buy that shit from Amazon all the time, so it wouldn't detect anything like that. And it's not illegal to do that, so that I know of. I don't think.
Yet.
To prank somebody like that.
It's only a matter of time till pranks are illegal. Like when we all dress up like aliens and wait in Duke's cornfield.
No. They coming out at night, baby. Coming to get your butthole.
Why are aliens obsessed with buttholes?
I mean, it's one of those things.
Have you ever seen an alien smile or like open its mouth?
Hold on, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, alien never opens its mouth, so it probably figures it's the only way into a human being.
Well, the really scary aliens don't have mouths.
It's true.
So they're just like, oh, well, this is how we normally go in. Through the butthole.
That's terrifying.
It's like that the alien come down and strap you down, keeps you awake, and then like seals your mouth shut.
Whoa.
So you can't open it. Just like lets the skin grow over, so now you don't have a mouth. And you're like, while they're sticking fingers in your butthole.
Like in the Matrix.
Yeah. And then you get up there and they put you naked in a room full of SKSs with the bolt open.
So you want to hear something really terrifying and fucked up?
Sure. Absolutely.
I mean, it's fiction based, but it's still along the same veins of what you just said. So I've been, my girl got me into The Witcher, so I've been playing that game like the last couple of days. And one of the creatures I came across was a spirit who she died because her castle was attacked and the mage or whatever, like the fucking court wizard or whatever, gave her a potion that she thought was poison, like in case they breached the walls or whatever. So she drank it, and everyone else thought it was poison. But it wasn't poison. It was actually just like a deep coma-like toxin. She woke up. She was paralyzed. Like, couldn't talk, scream, move, anything like that. And with everything that happened, like a bunch of rats had come in, and they were eating her while she was technically alive, but she couldn't do anything about it.
Well, it's like those real stories of those people who have weird reactions to
anesthesia.
Anesthesia, and they're awake, but they can't move.
Yep, or say anything while they're in surgery. Yep.
Oh, God. Duke's having a strange reaction to anesthesia right now.
Jesus. Here, I'll be right back. I gotta go do something real quick.
Wasn't that like a medieval torture on ships? It's like if you were under the captain or whatever, I forget a crewman on a ship, and they were punishing you. One of the ways that they would do it is to feed you milk mixed with honey, and it was like day-old milk or something, like nasty milk mixed with honey that would make you shit, and then they would tie your hands up so you couldn't fucking defend yourself, and then the rats would eat you because you'd start shitting from the butthole up.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one. I've heard that they used to do something similar to that, and what they would do is put you in like a dinghy and tow you behind the boat, so like flies and like seagulls and everything like that, to the same effect. Like they tie you into this boat, and they'd give you this shit that would basically make you, shit. It would attract all those things, and then those things would like eat you over time.
Duke.
Yeah.
Oh, you're awake again. Slap yourself around. You need to wake up. You're a sleepy Duke.
You're a sleepy boy.
I've got no Model 10 in front of me to work on. I'm sad.
Well, you will.
I'll work on. I got something to work on. I'm gonna work on my something else. So
You'll have a Model 10 soon enough, won't you?
I sure hope so.
What do you mean you hope so?
Well, I run things by the other half, and we talk about it. The rule we've got now has worked pretty well, and it's the one gun a year. At the end of at Christmas time, we both get each other a gun, and we did that last year, and that worked. That was cool, and we're supposed to do it again this year. And she's got her mind set on a CZ because she wants a double action, single action, 9mm, higher capacity 9mm, but doesn't want a Beretta, which disappointed me. But there's that.
Well, I mean, if you pitch it to her right, like, I'm not buying a gun, you know?
I'm just holding. It's an investment. Yeah. That was my angle on a Beretta M9 that I still have and have not sold. So
Well, that's because prices haven't gone exponentially up on those yet. I'm sure
Right.
when they do, you
When
will
the ti-
go ahead and sell that.
when the time is right.
Well, you can't boy who cries wolf it, Duke.
Yeah. So that's why.
I do hope this turns out a little bit better, because I made it worse.
Here, can you screen share? Can you screen share my screen, or is that something I have to request?
To spook Duke, top 10 cryptids. What is that word?
Cryptid.
Cryptids.
So, like, Chupacabra is a cryptid. Bigfoot's
Right.
a cryptid. Like any of
Okay.
those creatures.
Nessie.
Oh gosh.
I
New
think
Jersey
the
Devil.
Chupacabra is fucking scary, kind of.
The Jersey Devil.
And there was that Mothman thing.
Yeah, Mothman. Thunderbird.
The fuck's Thunderbird?
That's the huge bird that's reported to be flying.
Is it like a pterodactyl?
No, it's like probably like a huge eagle. I think it's described like it's a big, huge bird, huge hawk or some shit.
I thought, have you not heard? I thought everyone had heard that the bird is the word.
Ba 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 bird 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 is a word. Ba 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 bird bird bird. Pardon me. Yeah, I guess. I'm not really like afraid of those type things unless I actually like saw one. Like the idea of one doesn't scare me. Zombies have always scared me though.
My girl's the same way. Like, she is terrified of zombies. I'm like, I guess I can, like, I get it, but at the same time, like, fast zombies freak me out. Slow zombies, I'm completely
Right.
cool with.
I'm
Like,
worried about getting bit. That's like in the beginning, and like how sad I would be that I didn't get to
miss out, yeah.
miss out on all the fun. Like, oh man, I
Well,
want to run around with all my buddies.
You could participate in eating people.
Well,
Yeah,
that
then,
doesn't
then you're
seem as
playing for
much
the
fun.
other team, Duke. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Yeah,
that
but that's not as much fun.
because imagine like all
Maybe
of us
it's
hanging
like
out.
the greatest fun ever to be a zombie and like run around and eat people.
I don't know. I think running around with 1022s, eating SpaghettiOs, shooting things in the head all the time would be kind of fun with the homies.
As long as you got homies. It would suck by yourself.
Yeah, but like if we had all of us, it'd be kind of fun. I think we would fight though. We would all end up fighting each other at least once because tensions
Oh, yeah.
would rise.
We'd be trying to figure something out, and Honda would be yelling at us like, "You fucking fucks!"
Well, you know it's
Fucking
gonna be
fog
Honda and
breathers.
Night Strike first.
No, see, first of all, somebody's gonna post something on Discord to really hurt someone else's feelings, and
Yeah,
then it just goes downhill from there.
instantly downhill.
That's the best of friends, though. Somebody you fought, right?
Some of the friends that I had in the past were friends that I became friends with because we fought.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, we weren't friends until after the fight, and then we were like, I guess you're not so bad. You know?
Yeah.
Look up Prazaka Differensta, whatever the fuck is. The defenstration of Prague. I'm recently fascinated by defenstration. The fuck?
I have no fucking clue.
The fuck does that mean? Okay, hold on.
I think Tower is high.
Prazska. Defenstration. Second defenstration of Prague. That's not English. Yeah, everything's Wikipedia. That's not. It's not Wikipedia.
Is it like what is that? Is that like an event?
Slogan Konsu na Novmikisliki.
That looks like an event. Is it an event or is it a thing? That looks like an event.
Is that the final solution?
But I can't find any explanations of it in English.
Kara, tell us more.
So Duke, you're awake now?
I'm awake, homie.
You weren't awake a minute ago when I left. So I just finished watching a trailer for something called UFO that premieres in like a week or so. It's a 4-part miniseries where they're getting real people, like people who are in the military, to tell everything they know about all this shit.
Ooh.
So she's going to be on Showtime.
Ooh, I'm going to watch that. Get all goosed out.
Have you ever seen anything, Duke?
I've seen a couple things, homie. But I ain't going to go into it now. I ain't got it. I ain't got the juice in me.
You don't got the juice to talk about your experience with ET?
I mean, there's been a few things, you know what I mean? Riding across the desert, you know, in Texas. And then when I was driving across the country, I saw some crazy things over there in Texas. But nothing. I mean, Texas, I'm just a crackhead with a lighter running by my car. Y'all got some change. I don't know. There's always something. There's always a lot of rumors you hear on bases. I heard a lot of rumors out there in 29 Palms out there in the desert, the largest training base in the U.S. or something. So there's always rumors of stuff like that, and that wasn't too far. I mean, talking about having airplanes and jets and stuff is not far away from something like Area 51.
I saw one time. I was smoking a cigarette, and I looked up in the sky, and I saw what looked like a helicopter, but it was moving kind of weird, right? Like helicopters don't move like the way this thing was moving. And then it also struck me because of how quiet it was. Like this thing was dead silent, like made no noise. And for how close it looked, it should be making noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like looking at this thing, like, what in the fuck? And I don't know, it was like something changed in the craft and it like stopped moving and like got dimmer. And it looked, honest to God, like a star. And I'm like, motherfucker, like you were just moving around like a helicopter. You're not a star. And I sat there just like smoking my cigarette, staring at the star in the sky. And then the star was like, all right, helicopter mode again. And then went back to helicopter mode and was kind of moving around. And then it shot off like the fucking Starship Enterprise. What was that?
That was a Glock 22 being put back together.
I knew I recognized that springy sound.
That is a cleaned up, wiped down Glock 22.
The funny thing is, he fell asleep while cleaning his Glock 22 if the timeline works out.
Did you have pants on?
I always have pants on. I don't know what is wrong with you motherfuckers not wearing pants.
All right, what do you think?
Duke, let's
All right.
like.
All right, so how long has it been sitting? What stage are you at right now?
About to blue.
Okay, so it's been sitting in oil. You just wiped it down with alcohol.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I haven't wiped it down with alcohol. It's like I just kind of wiped down the oil on it.
Okay, yeah. You want to make sure you get all of it off.
Okay.
Because the oil will, even little teeny tiny film of oil will prevent it from doing its job.
Okay, hold on. Paper towel. Alcohol. All right.
Okay, I got something here.
Shoot.
Can you? I'm going to request to share my screen.
All right. Alcohol. Wipe down.
Okay, give it another coat of bluing and let it sit for 5 minutes.
Okay. Can you share my screen?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can't share that.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry, Duke.
My bad, homie.
It's all good.
You can put a link in the thing, and we can all look at it individually.
You can read off of it.
It doesn't really work. I guess we could all look at it if I shared the link. Okay. You've got $1,100 to spend. The apocalypse starts tomorrow. The zombie apocalypse starts tomorrow. What are you getting?
Off to just the front page, or are there more pages? I don't know.
I think it's you just whatever. Yeah, it's just that one page.
No.
It should just be that one page 7.
$1,100. So let's see. Apocalypse starts tomorrow. $1,100.
Your price? You said zombie apocalypse has to be?
Okay. Blued again.
Nice. Now let it sit for 5 minutes. Just leave it
So-
alone.
Okay, look at this though. If I can get it. It's like not going on very evenly.
Yeah, I know. It'll buff out and or wipe off
Okay. All right, fine. 5 minutes.
because you're building up layers. So some of it'll rub off later, and so yeah. So
Yes.
I
You
think
got $1,100. We're not going to talk about ammo. Ammo will be it's a separate. I mean, I guess you got to take in consideration you have some money for ammo, but that's not so. Like,
Okay.
take in consideration you have a couple $100 worth of ammo that you'll be able to buy. So keep that in mind. But that's not a part of the question. So what if with this ad in front of you, what are you going to buy? You got $1,100. You know the apocalypse starts tomorrow. What are you getting?
I think I'm getting the SAR 9. I'm getting the Stevens shotgun, and I'm getting the Savage Axis.
So I am getting the. I think I'm gonna agree with you. The SAR 9. I'm gonna actually grab. Yeah, I'd probably grab the Savage Access, and then where'd you see the Stevens?
It's the one bottom second from the left
Okay, yeah.
for 250, 259.
What's the difference between that and the Escort?
Or you could go.
I don't know the Escort brand. Stevens, I've shot the 320s before, and I know they're good shotguns, so that's
You
why I
could
picked that
go
one.
Rough Rider G2C, right? So you have a 22 handgun, so you can kill like rabbits and shit like that if you want to eat, and like a G2C, so you've got a 9mm concealed weapon, and then you get the Ruger AR-556.
See, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm at a Ruger. I'm at the Ruger all day long for 5.56. I want an M16, and I'll take a G2C, and then a revolver.
Or maybe you could do G2C Slugger Escort for 180, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is that? 280 plus 180 is 460. You said 13?
No, he said 11.
11.
Oh, never mind. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Although that
Yeah.
Savage Axis is pretty nice for 379.
Yeah.
And that would be definitely handy.
I mean, it's not semi-auto, but if you do the 3 I picked, you have a handgun, a shotgun, and a rifle.
A rifle. Yeah.
That's true. But the AR, though, balances out for me.
If it wasn't that AR, like a PSA for $450, $500 would make this work a lot better.
Yeah.
Or you do dual Rough Riders with the Rio Bravo 22 lever action.
Yeah.
Spend the rest on ammo.
I couldn't carry that much 22.
You can carry more 22 than anything else, though.
I'm guessing that Rio Bravo 22 though is probably like a tube fed, right? It's probably not a magazine,
Probably.
or like a side feed or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably
How long has that been? Looks like my gun has AIDS now. Look at it.
Let me see. Okay, so now oil it.
All right,
Spray some oil on it.
Oh no!
Yeah. Spray some oil on it.
Hold on, I found out a way to fix this. Hold on. Just gotta go like this. Oh,
You unplugged something.
I did. I sure did. Hey! Okay.
All right.
So.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
it's nice and grody.
Yeah, and it gets that white film shit on it. Okay, so yeah. Spray it with oil and then buff it with the
With this shit on here, you don't want to wipe this off first?
No.
Okay.
Spray it with oil. Get it nice and oily, and then bust out your steel wool and start polishing it, and that stuff will come off. And then as it comes off, then you can wipe it off with the paper towel as it loosens up because you're scrubbing it with the steel wool. Or not scrubbing, but polishing. Don't you're not trying to remove the finish.
How long am I doing this for?
Until it starts to shine up a little bit. And you can start to see, how much the metal's darkened underneath.
All right.
See, that's considerably better. It's getting there. Now, it's up to you if you want to keep going, but I can already tell a big difference from what it looked like. So it's up to you. You can just keep doing that. Once it gets nice and shiny like that, don't try not to keep scrubbing because you'll just start to scrub finish off. So.
And now what? Alcohol?
No. Just wipe it down and then spray a little more oil on there. Wipe any excess. You'll get some excess black stuff on your paper towel. And then when you've wiped it down, spray it with oil again and just let it sit and soak in oil. Oh, I think, is Duke out there?
I'm back. I
okay.
was dropped earlier when I was trying to figure out how to be a ding dong and share things.
Yeah,
See,
and just let it sit and soak. Let it sit and soak.
Sit and soak. Yeah, the other side looks pretty good, eh?
Yep.
It's that little bit right there still.
Yep. Just take some patience and time. And it'll be okay.
I wonder how my stock is. Is that ready for another layer?
If it's not tacky anymore, go for it.
Yep, I think we're good. Oh, colostomy bag. I'll speak up. I'll speak for Mark M. He told me he doesn't care as long as he gets the access. He, ha, ha. Who's
Mark Malone?
Mark Malone, it's the Axis. It's a Nazi joke.
Oh,
the Axis powers.
Because we were just talking about a Savage Axis, so I'm thrown off a little bit.
Yeah, it's talking about the Axis powers, World War II, Nazi Germany, Italy, Japan.
Okay. All right.
I was confused.
Couple Eastern states.
All right. Troll. Look, it's Troll.
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 Fuck. Okay.
It's like those. Remember those commercials for Six Flags with the old guy that would dance?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My
Yeah.
wife hates that. It creeps her out.
It's Uncle Junior from The Sopranos. Just saying, that dude looked just like him.
You know, that's actually a girl in a costume.
Well, I knew that. I knew it wasn't actually Uncle Junior from Sopranos dancing, but it looked
I'm
just
saying
like him.
the person from the commercials is a
Yeah,
girl
really
in a costume,
cool.
in like an old man costume.
What you need? Do you have any wire hangers?
No wire hangers.
No more wire hangers.
So I always do mine. I hang it up from like a ceiling fan or something. I hang it so that I don't have to sit, because you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to hold it. It makes it so much easier, you know. So you can just like have it hanging there, and I apply it while it's hanging, so I don't have to touch the stock. I don't have to sit there and hold it while I'm trying to apply coats.
Okay, here's how I've been doing it. Right, I get the stock done.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Whatever, just so you don't have to touch it. Whatever works. I'm just saying.
That reminds me of some very awkward positions. But you know what I'm saying?
Abducted.
When I got abducted by the aliens,
They went up your butthole.
they took my butthole virginity.
They roasted you just like this.
I mean, I don't remember all of it, just some of it.
Problem
Just the
is, like,
sheer terror.
Sheer terror of ET looking at me with that glowing finger.
it's hard to see every little bit. You got to make sure you fucking get every little tiny bit. You know.
Yep. Twirl is my favorite finish because it dries so quick. It dries much quicker than polyurethane does. And I live in a very humid climate, and that makes a big difference for me. Being able to have something that dries really quickly. It's a coat can dry in an hour instead of like polyurethane. It's like a day.
Yeah, polyurethane. You got to like at least overnight it.
What is your favorite?
What's up?
What were you gonna say, Duke?
What is your favorite generation of Glock? I think I prefer the Generation 3s.
3.
I think Gen 3, is where they
Gen
peak.
4.
Oh, Dissenter.
Dissenter and Dissenters.
Gen 4 for me.
All right, almost done. Just got to make sure. Got every nook and cranny. And then I'll find a knot wire hanger and hang it up by my ceiling fan.
But the gun shop I go to, they only have Gen 3s and Gen 5s in stock. There are no Gen 4s. And
Really?
It's been that way for a while, yeah.
That's crazy. See, I want a new Gen 3.
Well, they still make those because they still
do?
sell them into like California and stuff. So
Oh,
I don't think they still actively make Gen 4s. Do they? Haven't they switched
Really?
all the way over to 5s? I know they made 3s because 3s are.
Have they?
I thought
Really?
they had. I thought they had switched over to Gen 5s, like exclusively just Gen 3s and Gen 5s, because they're never going to stop making Gen 3s because there are just some places where, due to the laws,
Oh.
You can't.
they can only have Gen 3s. So they're always going to make. They don't make them in every single, model anymore. But they make them in your 17s, your 19s, your 21s, 22s, 23s, 26s, 27s, like the main ones.
well, I got to get it. I'm going to do that then. 'Cause
Well, that's probably the reason. Guess I'm forced to buy a Gen 3.
That's not going to work out well, sir. That looks like it's going to fall.
Don't lambast me.
You have been lambasted.
Uh-oh, I turned on the fan.
No wire hangers.
Start swinging around.
It's hit right in the PP.
All right, it's hanging up now. I like that. That worked out pretty well. Here, let me turn my camera so you can see it.
Room tour.
MTV Crew.
Yeah, this would take 1 minute to tour my apartment. Angry's been here. He can tell you.
1.5.
Or Conrad saying, does that mean Glock stopped making 10mm? No, they still make 20s. I don't know if they still make the 20s in the Gen 3 though.
Yeah, I don't think they make all the Gen 3 models. It's
No,
like
they only
certain
make the
ones.
main ones. It's usually I think they make the 21, both all three of your 9mm models, your 17, 19, 26, and then their 22, 23, and 27. And I don't know if they make any of the smaller compact 45s. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. No touchy. I got to go wash my hands now.
I always do that with the rubber gloves on because that shit don't come off your hands
Yeah, the
for
only
days.
the only Gen 3s I've seen has been 9 and 40. If I can remember when I was there last time.
Yeah. They make the main ones. I thought they still made a 21, but maybe they don't. It's fun watching them gunsmith.
At least I won't like drop anything. My hands are so sticky.
I know you're not going to. I didn't know you didn't have gloves on.
The fucking gas tube. God fucking bless America. Well, whatever. We're doing it. Do it live. Get a new fucking paper towel and hopefully not get it on my hands again. It's hard not to when you got the big old thing, you know?
Range Nick says, posted my Model 10 in gun porn. Yes, I saw that. I saw that you posted Model 10. I was looking at that earlier. You should pay attention to that, Duke. People are buying them.
I know. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do it. I can do it. I can
He
do
who
it.
hesitates.
Masturbates. Confucius say.
Right there. Little ridges.
It has bridges.
Rumples.
Ooh.
Sure she looks good.
Fascinating, scintillating conversation, people.
Well, I'm sorry. I just had to do that real quick.
Here's the thing. So it is Sunday night, and Sunday night is when I bullied you into getting that Model 10. So tonight I'm going to bully Duke into getting it. So a week apart. Sunday night's the bullying night.
I'll be pissed if he gets one and it's the same fucking the same city.
That'll be
Like,
weird though,
How many of those do they have? You know,
because it's such a small fucking town when we were looking it up.
right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't wait till that SKS is done too. And get it all like dried up and put it back together. It'll look good. You got me all fucking milsurpy now these days, Matt. You son of a bitch.
Oh, good. That stuff's going to go up in value, man. This shit they don't make anymore.
I mean, between this and the Makarov and the SKS and yeah, what's next?
I don't know. Do you want to? Does it need to be darker?
No, not with this. I'm saying,
Oh, sorry.
what gun is next?
I don't know. When it comes to milsurps, you have to be opportunistic. You know what I mean? Because you never know when something's going to be available for a good price. You know, then there's some things that are, you know, always doing pretty good. Like you don't have a Star Model B yet, or Star BM, sorry.
I'd like a high power.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, it's fucking expensive, but
How much do high powers go for?
last time I saw a high power in good condition, it was like pushing $1,000.
Well, that sucks. What about the little T-sauce things that Yankee likes? Isn't that like a cheap version of a high power?
It's a knockoff high power, yeah.
But that's not an actual.
But that's not an actual high power, and the reason you would get a high power is to get a high power.
Right.
I don't know. They got P64s out there, P82s, P83s, CZ82s,
I wish I got a goddamn
CZ83s.
Mosin revolver when they were cheap. How much do those go for now?
Like 500.
Are you kidding me? Holy fuck!
No.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad
no.
I picked mine up. I think it was last year, or maybe it was early last year. I think for 190.
I'm still kicking myself for not buying that fucking P1 from Ray Ray.
Holy shit! $675, $975.
See?
Granted, this one's in really good condition, but still $970. That's $1,000, $100 gun. Although he doesn't have any bids, so that's the way that works. I can't believe $750. There's nothing special about it. It's like fucked up and scratched up and no holster.
Can't find them anymore.
Yeah, that's how the Model 10s are going to be. Duke.
Yes.
The Model 10s are going to be like, I wish I would have bought one when they were $300.
Yeah, I know. We should have bought cases of them.
I think you should buy one. I think you should go tell your wife, hey, look, I love you, but I just can't take it. I love you, but I need this gun. I love you, but I just can't take it. I love you, but I bought this gun. Does that song not work?
It works perfectly. If I sang it to her like that, I guarantee she'd say no. I can guarantee you she'd say no. I will get a song stuck in my head, and I'll I watched what's the movie with the swords and There Can Only Be One.
Highlander.
Okay, so I watched that. So I kept singing, "Who wants to live forever?" And I kept singing it over and over throughout the day. And she's like, "Learn more of the song and come back. Stop singing that song, or I'm going to kill you."
That's the only part of the song that matters.
And I guess so. And then I would hum it, and that would just piss her off even more. But don't do that.
Want to live forever. It reminds me of fucking Rick and Morty now. When fucking what's his name? The dad. God damn it.
Jerry
Jerry is the wooden fucking Jerry, and he wants to live forever, so he steals all the lacquer. Never mind. It's funny to me. Dream says, "My wife loves that song, Buy a Shotgun featuring Joe Biden. It's stuck in my head, man." I haven't heard that song, Buy a Shotgun featuring Joe Biden.
It's like one of those hide your kid, hide your wife, hide your whole family. They raping everybody out here. It's what are those called? Where they turn like a conversation into a song. It started out with
they
Rogers
and everything.
Yeah.
I think we could try to bully Matt into getting a 686 plus, but I don't think there's other things that need the money before that. I already know. It's fine. Did you ever find a car for your wife?
No, not yet. We kind of got lazy and stopped looking because she just drives my car everywhere because I hardly leave the fucking house. So.
Brownsville Craigslist. You get her a Jeep Liberty.
You mean the Jeep
$3,500.
that's not a Jeep?
It's an SUV-ish.
It's an SUV. They're not trail rated.
Does your wife plan on going on trails?
No.
But the whole purpose of a Jeep. Just saying.
Yeah, but most people's Jeeps don't ever go on the trails, you know? They're like, oh yeah, I could, but I don't.
Oh, I know.
Should have got a Jeep Liberty. They're still four-wheel drive, though, the Jeep Liberties are.
That is true.
What the fuck is a Chevy Captiva?
Captiva?
Captiva? Yeah. Oh, it's just like a RAV4. Okay. Honestly, like, that is a good-sized car. You can fit the whole family in there. It's got plenty of space for putting stuff. You can, like, fold down the back seats and turn it into kind of like a pickup truck thing. It's not as big as an SUV, as a full SUV, granted. But full SUVs are expensive. This thing's $4,600 in South Texas. 2012. The fuck was that?
I have no idea, but I heard screaming in the background. Assuming someone's TV.
Well, all right. Well, we've been going an hour and 42 minutes now, which is a little bit longer than we normally go for the Gay Frog chat. So you guys have any closing thoughts or things you want to talk about before we go?
Penis.
Well, I mean, as always, there's penis.
Pulse rifle.
Pulse rifle penis.
Penis in a pulse rifle.
Ooh.
A pulse rifle that shoots penis.
Even better.
Full auto penis. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate everyone for showing up tonight. We will see you tomorrow night for the free-for-all chat on Never Enough Ammo's channel, where we always have shenanigans. And other than that, we'll see you later. Peace out. Have a good night.
We need to shenanigans.